Welcome back. Saturday is Recovery Idol, where people in recovery show off their talents in competition. This year, one of the judges is also the headlining act. Wesley Gear is the former lead guitarist for the band Korn, and I got a chance to talk to him about his recovery journey and how he's using music to help people overcome addiction.
I basically crashed and burned out of the touring world and luckily found my way into a rehab where these problems that seem so mysterious, like what is wrong with me all the time, is it drugs, is it the booze, what's going on? I just couldn't seem to get my life sorted out. And so that's where I learned, that I'm an alcoholic and, and an addict. And there was a way out.
When were you first introduced to drugs and alcohol?
I was, just smoking a lot of weed back in the high school days. And I like to say I was smoking weed alcoholically because once I discovered it, that's 14, 15, you're pretty young. And I was, making it a huge priority in my life. Some people would say like, man, you got a real problem. I would say, yeah, I don't care. I'm on the short-term plan. Kind of like romanticizing some of the rock stars or legends who had an early exit. I was like, I'm okay with that. I didn't care.
Was that ever a conflict for you, knowing I'm successful? Did you find it hard to accept I have a problem because this other part of my life is going well?
Yeah, I was getting, when my addiction was at its peak with heavy drugs, we were getting a record deal and selling out clubs. So when my drummer's like, dude, you got a problem. When is this going to end? I'm like, what are you talking about? Look at my life.
What was your rock bottom? What was that epiphany of, I have to change? I have to change.
I've lost my band. I lost a job that I really didn't like much or care for. And I was going to be on the streets again. I got the gig playing guitar with Korn because they wanted a sober guitar player. When that gig came to an end, I was lost and I wanted to fall into self-pity. Like, well, I made it to this, amazing career. We named success in terms of money and career and job. That's not success. Success is freedom, happiness, serenity. You know what I mean? Like the spiritual connection we get with the world and the people around us. And that's when the idea for Rock to Recovery came to me. Word got out in the street and treatment centers just started calling us to come in there. And then it just blew up from there. We have a contract with the Department of Defense. We get flown around the country working with wounded warriors. We have a team of about 17 now. We do about 600 sessions a month. Recovery isn't just stopping the drinking and the drugging. It's also growing as a person, facing your shadows, and then we evolve in this greatest version of ourselves.
That was a pleasure talking to Wesley, and just how great Rock to Recovery is doing from its beginning to where it is now. Now, Recovery Idol, which Wesley is going to be a judge at and performing, it's this Saturday at Century 2 at 7 p.m. And for the second year in a row, I'm going to be emceeing this event with our evening anchor, Julia Thatcher.
I have my tickets. I cannot wait.
I'm super excited. It's going to be a lot of fun.